comes the comedic voice, because I'm going to welcome the first comedian of the night. Yes, so put your hands together for one of the best looking comedians after me on the island, Mr. Rohans.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get run over by a van. Fuck, man. You guys see my moped outside? I try to share the joy. I gotta say thank you to this venue. This is a really beautiful setup. I wish my wife would be here. Yeah. Thank you, Johnny. So I have a whole setup that I'm gonna talk about because I went to this thing. Like, you guys use Zoom? Anyone use Zoom? Yeah? Yeah. So I never used Zoom until I had to go to court during the pandemic. And they're like, yeah, you can't go inside the building, you have to go online. So I had to download the app, I did it. And I don't know if you guys have probably similar experiences, but this was court Zoom. And it's totally different. It's kind of insane. The judge, first of all, has to read the same thing every single time and you have to wait your turn. You have to stay online for like an entire meeting, but you can't speak. And some people don't get it, and they'll have their microphone unmuted, and then they'll be talking, and the judge will be like, "Excuse me, Mr. Johnson, please unmute your microphone." Oh my God. And it's almost like the judge is like a teacher in school. Because I've seen the Zoom with my kids, they had to do the pandemic Zoom thing. That sucked, yeah. But I'm going to tell you about 4 different characters at least. Maybe I'll get to a 5th, depending on my time. The first one was this mother who went on a trip with her daughter. Not these two. Inside joke, I'm sorry. And she packed some pepper spray. And they caught her at TSA. I guess she got arrested or got ticketed or fined. And she tried to blame it on her daughter. So she was cold, man. So like the judge, they're going through the case like, okay, reading the next dial on the docket, case number 17 something or rather. And she's like, yeah, Your Honor, so I can't really proceed with the case because my daughter's not here. And it's like, okay, but the name on the complaint is not your daughter's name, it's yours. Isn't that some shit? That's some PTS for a long time. For a long time. So that was one. The other one was this father. And again, this is all on Zoom. So you're just watching these people who are just like sitting there, some of them picking their nose. Every now and then you hear them yell at their child, "What are you doing?" But you don't hear them, you just know that. It's crazy. Unmute. And I don't know why people still put the video when you don't have to. It's a choice, you know? You can just be a blank screen. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that too. Again, for me, this experience is kind of new because I had to go to court because I was caught drinking on a sidewalk. It's that fucking stupid. And they're like, okay. Look, sir, you can either just switch this over to a fine, $50, or you can do community service. And I was like, let me see, how much do I get paid an hour? About $12, so 3 hours. I'll do the community service, Your Honor. Fucking ridiculous, yeah. And so, unfortunately, the pandemic hit, so they stopped all community service. Cannot make this up, man. The pandemic has been a wild time for me. But what you could do is online community service. Yeah, back to the Zoom shit, man. I don't know. They're really trying to separate us somehow. But okay, the last guy, I got like 1 minute, yeah? Yeah? Right on. So the last guy, okay, he was driving in his car with his camera on. And I didn't recognize this at first, but his name was like Sanchez, father. And I was like, okay. And then I noticed later there was another guy in a different room, and his name was Sanchez. And so then when he started going through the proceedings, the father is like, "Yes, I'm here, Your Honor." And they're like, "Sir, are you driving right now? Are you driving? Like in front of a fucking, sorry. In front of a judge, like," and then they're like, "Sir, can you pull over, please?" And the prosecutor's like, "Yeah. Who are you anyway?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm the father of the other guy." And he's like, is he a minor? No. And it's like, so why are you talking to us? Like, he can speak for himself. He's here right now. And so they're like, sir, stop. So they go to the son and they're like, yeah, okay, yep. Now, the funniest part was after I was let go early on, Mr. Jackson, by the way, you have to say your full name. I'm Anil Rohan Jackson, president. Yes, I know the crime I committed. May I have an extension or... Because now what I heard is that I injured myself and I can get a waiver for those 3 hours of community service. So I'm like, okay, yeah, give me that extension. I'm gonna go to the doctor, do all this stuff. All right, I'll end it with this one. I'm sorry, I'm losing pace. I'm getting nervous. This actually went better than I thought. The last one was like this one guy who was like, sir, do you understand English? Yes. Sir, do you understand the charges? Yes. And the prosecutor's like, I don't know, I think this guy needs a translator. And he's like, no. That's it, y'all. Thank you.
Please keep that applause going.
Yeah.
This looks so familiar.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just on the glory hole. Let's hear it for Rohan's, please. Now, I was so concerned about Santa, because you know what? I'm not a paranoid. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. I'm not paranoid. I'm ready to move on, but I still want to sanitize. I still want to keep it clean in between everyone. You never know. You can still have the regular flu and fuck me up. Let's hear it for my husband, Skinny Legs.
Skinny legs. Skinny legs.
Honey, of all the skinny legs in the world, yours are the juiciest.
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this going. Rohan's, you were wonderful, by the way. Thank you so much for being our very first comedian to grace the stage.
Yeah.
The bitch has a title.